Hello from the mountains. I am Sapna and I am currently in the beautiful Indian state of Uttarakhand, and this video is to talk about everything related to traveling to Auli in the winters. So I had made this trip in the month of December last year to celebrate the New Year's and thought of making this video to share all the insights from my trip so that it could help you plan your trip better in case you were planning to go to Auli. Along with that, I've also added a few additional details in the description box, so please go ahead and read that as well. Auli is one place which is full of snowy slopes. It has a really good view of the Himalayan range. There are adventure activities which you can indulge into, and you can stay in wooden houses, and there's a lot more that you can do here. So with that, let's find out what did the trip look like for me.
So my journey began from Delhi. I boarded a bus from Kashmiri Gate and I reached ISBT Dehradun in the next 6 hours, where I then got picked up by a friend. We drove at night from Dehradun to Joshimath, which took us about 10 hours to reach there. Since I was very tired, I slept through most of the journey. And the first rays of sunlight falling over the snow-clad mountains was what I woke up to. दिन बहुत सही तरीके से शुरू हो चुका था. स्नोफॉल में रोड बहुत ज़्यादा स्लिपरी हो जाती है. It's not like the rainfall. We saw there were a lot of cars that were actually struggling to move ahead, and in order to avoid this, we parked our car 300 to 400 meters away from the hotel location, and हम बाकी का रास्ता चल कर गए. Since we were starving, we did not eat anything the entire night. So first things first. So this is the hotel where we stayed on day 1, and look at that view. The rooms of this hotel were pretty decent. They had a lot of options when it came to food. Hot water was also available all the time. So these were the things that I liked about this hotel. The outside area was closed because it was covered in snow, but I think this makes a very nice setup to enjoy the view in seasons other than the winters. After climbing many steps, we finally reached this point. This is also the point from where you can take the chairlift to go to the upper region of Auli. We saw there were many activities which were going on over here, and we decided to spend some time here and enjoy ourselves. On day 2, we climbed those steps and came to this point again because now we had to take the chairlift to go up to the skiing slopes. We were given the instructions where to keep our bags and where to resit. Once we were seated, our journey commenced. This was a very cool ride. You are flying over a blanket of snow. People beneath you look very tiny. The chairlift is open, so you get a 360-degree view of the entire surrounding. There's absolutely nothing you will not like about this ride, and I would totally recommend this to you. Once we reached up there, we got few seconds to quickly grab our stuff and vacate the chairlift so that we could make way for the other people. बीस 25 मिनट चलने के बाद हमें हमारा होटल मिल गया था जिसका नाम था Clouds End. This was a new hotel, and something that I thought was quite different about Clouds End was the size of its rooms. Rooms surprisingly काफी ज़्यादा बड़े थे. Let me show you. Have a look at that. Also, it was New Year's Eve. There wasn't enough activity happening outside, so we decided to have a little party of our own and danced until 2 a.m. That's how we said goodbye to 2019 and welcome 2020. This was the end of day 2. It's day 3. Also ये साल का पहला दिन है, and we are going to be staying at Nanda Devi Eco Hut, जिसके लिए हम पहले से ही बहुत ज़्यादा excited थे. The name of our stay is Chowkhamba. There were 2 rooms in this house. That was the first one. Then there was the bathroom, बट इतने हाइट पे हमें एक चीज़ समझनी होती है दैट हॉट वाटर इज़ अ प्रिविलेज एंड यू माइट नॉट गेट दैट 24/7. That was the kitchen, and then there was the other room. Now let me show you my favorite corner in this house. This. Look at that view. It is just so amazing. That's the gondola taking people from Auli to Joshimath. Day 4 was supposed to be our last day in Auli. हमें ड्राइव करके वापस देहरादून जाना था, लेकिन तभी हुई बहुत सारी स्नोफॉल. Oops. Sorry about that. So after playing in the snow for a good amount of time, we finally realized that we were stuck in Auli. So the roads were blocked because of the heavy snowfall and we had no hotel bookings for day 4. We tried booking a room but seemed like there was no room available in the entire Auli. Can you imagine? Also, it started to get difficult for us to continue walking in the snow. Slowly, gradually, शाम भी हो गई. Everyone started to move back in their rooms and it started to get very cold. So we tried speaking to the locals if they could just help us in any way find a place where we could spend the night, and they offered us this. So yes, this is where we spent the night of day 4. It wasn't a fancy place, but we were happy. At least we were not stranded in the snow. It's day 5, we are still stuck, but now we found a hotel which had rooms available. So we took the chairlift, came all the way down to the lower region so that we could check into the hotel. This is where we stayed on day 5. The name of this place is the Blue Poppy Resort. It's a little pricey, but I would totally recommend it given the location of this hotel and the fantastic view that it offers. Look at that. कितना ज़्यादा सुंदर है. Excuse us for the mess that we've made though. We were very cold and quite happy to have the privilege of a good hotel room back in our life. Let me show you the rest of the room as well. There are 4 people squeezed in here and there's room for one more. How? So day 5 was basically spent just relaxing in the hotel, enjoying the beautiful view. We had breakfast the other day before we finally departed for Dehradun. क्योंकि हमने गाड़ी 300-400 मीटर दूर पार्क की हुई है, तो हमें वहां तक चल के जाना है. Leaving a place where you've made so many memories is not at all an easy task. While we were just departing from Auli, the sadness just kicked in. And so, to beat the blues, we stopped by at a couple of locations to go to the forest, to be there in the natural beauty, play with the snow one last time before our trip officially came to an end.